So let's learn the signs for that song. This song is all about the Holy Spirit, so let's learn that sign first. 2 separate signs, one for holy, one for spirit. The sign for holy, you need to make a thumbs up, and you're going to take your thumb all the way around the edge of your face. The way I like to remember this one is about how when Moses' face glowed because he'd been by the holiness of God. So it's like holy, holy face. And then the sign for spirit is fingers out, and you're going to make a wow, spirit. It's a nice one, isn't it? So, Holy Spirit. Have you got that? Each of the verses for this song focuses on a different aspect of the gifts we get from the Holy Spirit. And the first one is joy. So, the sign for joy, it's a bit like clapping, but you keep one hand flat, and the other hand is going to clap up off it, like that. That's joy. Love, I think you could probably guess this one yourself. That's right, love. Over to the left where your heart is. And peace, you need both hands for this one, and you're going to make it all go quiet. That's right. So you start and your fingers make it get smaller and smaller and quieter. It's a little bit like tying a bow. Or if you're conducting an orchestra and you're making it all go really quiet. That's peace. So joy, love, and peace of the Holy Spirit. Pretty much within those signs we've got most of the song. At the beginning of a lot of the lines you'll find it says, I've got. So we start with a pointing to I, to yourself, with a pointy finger. I got. Did you see what I did? It's like your hand is grabbing onto something, and it's like you've got it and you're not going to let go. I've got. So if the line for the song is I've got the joy of the Holy Spirit, I've got joy, joy of the Holy Spirit. I've got the joy, joy of the Holy Spirit. I've got the joy. Oh, and then it says, come from the Lord. So, I've got the joy from the Lord. Lord is a really simple sign and we use it a lot. You know the beginning and the end, the L's. And you remember that God is up on the right hand side. So we're going to do Lord up on the right hand side. So I've got the joy, comes from the Lord. And this is one of my favourite signs. We're going to sing it around the world. You might already know the sign for singing, where you've got your V's for your voice, and it comes up from your mouth like that. You probably recognise that one, singing. But in this song, we need to sing around the world. And sometimes you might see people sign the world like that, but we won't have time for that in this song. We're going to sing around the world. Do you want to practice that with me? So V fingers for voice, and you're going to make sure they're going up, because if you do it sideways, it's like spaghetti, and we're not doing spaghetti around the world. So we're singing around the world. And then the last line of the song, again, I've got the joy, joy of the Holy Spirit. After we've done the first 3 verses, we have another little section which says, and it makes me wonder, and it makes me praise. So let's learn the signs for that. It makes me wonder. Make like a little hook with your finger. Think of it like a question mark, and it goes around and around beside your mind. So it's like you're wondering all sorts of questions. That's wonder. It makes me wonder, and it makes me praise. Praise, thumbs up, and you're going to praise up to God. It's a little bit like singing, which goes up there, but you're doing it with your thumbs up. You're really praising Him. So it makes me wonder, and it makes me praise. It makes me wonder, and it makes me praise. The next line just how wonderful are your ways, O Lord. So let's learn those signs. Just how wonderful. Up here. Wow. Can you do that? Wow. And we're going to do that again towards God. How wonderful are your ways. But we're not going to point at him because we're not saying you, we're saying your. So take your finger and hide it. Your. Wonderful, your ways. The things that all the things that God does. The ways. O Lord, which we've done before. So let's do all of that line. How wonderful are your ways, O Lord. How wonderful are your ways, O Lord. I've got the peace deep down in my soul. And this time we're going to do I've got a peace, which we already learned, but it's deep down inside us. And if you think about how calm you feel all the way through your body when you're filled with peace, and it's like you get stroked and calmed all the way down, even till you feel still inside your tummy. So peace deep down in my soul. And then there's one line where we have to put all of the signs we've learned about joy, love and peace and the Holy Spirit all in one line. So it goes like this. I've got the joy, love, peace from the Holy Spirit. One of the lines right down near the end of the song says, I've got that joy that makes me want to dance. You know when you're feeling just so full of joy and you could burst, you've got to move. Well, this time you're going to be dancing through your fingers. So I've got that joy that makes me want to dance. And you've got to dance with your face as well. You can't stand there going, that's not dancing when you're full of joy. I've got the joy that makes me want to dance. And then the last line we're going to learn. I've got that love for all the world to see. And what does this mean? It means that we're so full of God's love that we're happy for everyone and anyone to notice. So, I've got that love for all the world, pointing all the way around to everybody to see. This is brilliant. Okay, make your hand here and now give it 2 eyes. I'm looking at you. Are you looking at me? Okay, now these are the eyes of the world looking at me. Can you make your eyes look at you? And that's what we're doing. We're pointing to all the world. They can turn their eyes and look at us and see that we're full of God's love. Have you got that? So, I've got that love for all the world to see.